Hi there. Welcome to Engage. I'm Dr. Charles. So I'm here to tell you how you can download Engage and use it for free. And if you are going to be part of this, you're going to be part of a very exciting world. Now let's get right into it. Okay, so as the link has been given to you by your lecturer, or you've seen the link in the forms that we have given you, or you may have come across this link online. So one way to start is to actually go to the website. Yeah. So where do you get this app? It's from here. Now here you go to www.engagevr.io. So it's very simple. You just have to you can even type it in Google. You can just type it EngageVR. So EngageVR, you'll be able to see immersive training experience EngageVR training platform. That's basically the site. So you just have to select that, or you can go to, you could see engagevr.io here. Yeah. So EngageVR, or you can just type engagevr.io on the address bar here. So once you've gone to this site, you'll come to this. Once you click on that link, you'll come to this, right? So I've got another link open there. So now here, what Engages is a VR platform for education, and a VR meeting platform, a social platform as well. And there's so many things you can do with this. It's a really good platform that incorporates so much of opportunities to make the VR environment customized to your content, customized to your context of teaching and learning, or your learning. Yeah, so there's just a lot of things you can do here, and so far, compared to many other platforms out there, this is probably the most feasible for students and lecturers to get started in using virtual reality. So first things first, you need to be a member, and you can join it for free. So you go to login, and say I automatically, I'm already a member, so I already logged in, but you can actually join for free. So you will see a link there that says join for free or something like that. Yeah, so just join it. Okay, register it, use your personal email, but if you're a lecturer, use your tailor's email. Yeah, or you could do that. Yeah, so it's up to you. You can also still use your personal emails, no issue. Yeah, so once you've logged in, okay, once you've joined, you can download the app. Okay, next step is download it. All right, so when you go to download, you will come to this screen. So you will see some options here. So I have the desktop one already. Okay, and if you have a VR device, you can use a VR device for it, but you can already use the desktop one, and you can actually use it with your VR device as well. So you can try it with PC VR or Steam VR, whichever VR support, if you have a VR headset or a VR device. Now VR device makes it a very immersive. You can literally turn your head and see and everything. But it also has a desktop support. So if you don't want to use your VR device just yet, you can use a desktop support. Desktop support is good as well if you don't have a VR headset. So but the difference is you're not turning this way, but you're using a mouse. Everything is, kind of like the screen becomes your headset, So it's 2D support. So you can actually also have an quote unquote partially immersive and experience, but it's not as immersive as a VR headset. But we're going to focus too much on a VR headset at this point. So you can select desktop, and you select desktop, and then you can download for PC, and if you're using a Mac OS, you can download for Mac. Yeah, it also has a smartphone and tablet, but let me tell you, this is much more easier to use a desktop. Yeah, you could use a smartphone or tablet. It's fine. You can download this directly for Android or iOS. Yeah, of course, it's much more recommended if you use the iPad, but for easy interaction, desktop would be the best. Yeah, or a laptop. So now let's once you have downloaded and already installed it, you just have to start running it. Then you just run it. Now, assuming that you already joined it, you downloaded it, just run it. So now, first things first. Oh yes, before I forget, you can also get it on Steam. Okay, Engage is also available on Steam. All you need to type is Engage in the search bar. You can see Engage free, and yes, it's a free app. Yeah, so you could download it. Yeah, over here. So you can find it on Steam. Yeah, so you can run it from Steam, or you can run it from the app directly if you download the app from the website. So once you've done that, now let's go straight to running it. So once you've run it, you'll come to this page where you need to log in. Yeah, so once you come to this page, you just have to log in. Now I've already signed in. Yeah, I've already registered, and I have a trial version because I'm a lecturer and I'm a researcher in this, and so is a couple of my colleagues who are also researchers in using VR for teaching, where we are researching about virtual co-presence and understanding how the immersive environment works. As a huge difference between a virtual presence and online screen presence. It's slightly different, although you're still seeing it on screen, but there is a minor difference, and we want to find that out from our participants. So nevertheless, that's what we are researching on. But I'm going to log in right now. So back to this. So I'm going to log in. So that is, make sure you've already registered for free and everything. So just log in. So now it says connecting, so I'm just going to go straight in. It actually has a nice soundtrack in the background. So yeah, so here we have just logged in, and now once we've already logged in, let's say, yeah, I actually switched off the soundtrack. Can be a little bit distracting, the menu sound, menu music kind of thing. Let's see, there are a few options here. Okay, there's a few things over here. Now here is, you switch off the app. That's my profile, all about my account. That's settings. Yeah, so it says music off. So if I switch on the music, can you hear that? All right, so now here there'll be join session. Join session means you're joining somebody's session, which you press join, then you're joining any session or any events that's been created by a host. Now remember Zoom. If you create a Zoom chat session, you are the host. Same thing. Yeah. If you create a session, you become the host for that session. And if you are not creating the session, you are joining the session. All you have to do is join. Yeah. So you can join the session by either clicking on this and joining it. Yeah. If it's an open session, you can also join an event, right? Yeah. You can, but that's live session. Basically, that's an event that your lecturer or you created. You're hosting this. Join session by ID. If you've been invited to join it, you would have been sent an ID through WhatsApp or some messaging. Then you can use that ID to join in. Yeah. So that's join session. Start session is about you creating your session. Yeah, so which means you create a session, you go to a virtual location, and then you can send an ID to a friend and they can join in. Now the free version, you would have up to 1 or 2 per people in the session. You have one or two person. So but if you have an individual subscription that's about €3 plus, then you could have up to 5 or 6 people, I think. Yeah, so you could check out the pricing on the website. But if enterprise subscription, that's a different ball game. That's more a customized subscription, but that's another discussion. So anyway, here you could actually move to let's say any location here. Let's say if you want to go to since I have the enterprise session, I have a subscription. Now if you're individual subscription, you can access all this as well. You can access everything that says plus, yeah. But if you're free session, you can't access the things that says plus. But let's say if I wanted to go to somewhere where I can do presentations, yeah. Let's say if I were to go to a meeting room, okay, and let's say if I'm going just me, all right. Now if with others, then you're joining a group, all right. You're joining in you're probably in, having an event or a session created for more than one person. So now here you can still first join in as a single person and experience a space. Now here right now I'm looking at my screen and I'm not wearing a headset, but to move you have to use WASD key on the keyboard. You can use also the arrow buttons on your keyboard, all right, to move. So WASD, if you're familiar with first person games or first person multiplayer games, you will know this very easily. So you can move around the room very easily. If you right click, you can see interactive possibilities like sitting on this beautiful comfortable chair here. So see, at this point I'm seeing everything in first person. You can't see yourself in third person unless you have this recorded. Now there is a recording function in here which you can also explore. So now just have to press move forward to come out from the chair, and you can see here you'll be able to do presentations. Now in this room, right, making presentations is very interesting because all your presentations appear on the screen here on your table, right? So the way to start your presentation is to sit here. Okay, oops, I'm not sitting down just yet. Yeah, so now I'm sitting down. So I'm sitting down here, I'm looking at this. Yep. And I'm looking around. I can look around. I can probably look at my friends beside me once they join in the session. Now how do you get them to join in the session? Very easy. Press escape, and then you could go to users and let's see, just me. Well, I suppose you can't because it's just me. Session settings, host actions, users. Well, I can't. So it looks like let's get out of this session. Let's end session, and then I'm just going to try to join the session this time. Yeah, so start the session. Let's say go back to the same meeting room with others. So if with others, that is what it means. So this is the part where you might probably have other people joining in, so 1 or 2 person perhaps for the free sessions. Okay, so it's if you want, so in terms of this setting, before you start the session with others, you can name your session. All right, so in this case I name it as tryout. I don't want to make it public, so I'm switching this off. Oh no, enterprise group list or unlisted. Public list means it's open to all. Enterprise group list is only those under the groups. I'm actually admin of the Taylor's education group. So on the trial version, they created one group just for us. So, or I just make it unlisted, right? And I don't really need to put a password. It's optional. So if it's a private session, then you can put a password. So press start. So when you press start, it will provide you a session ID, and that's the one that you will send to your friend, right? So you just copy to clipboard, which means you already copied it. Then all you have to do is WhatsApp them this ID and they can join. It is case sensitive, so just type in exactly what you see. then start the session, right? So when you start the session, you will also join the session like how you usually join. So like how I joined the session earlier. Then I'll go straight into the room, and there you go. So there you go. So now, if you're a lecturer and if you're an educator, then you'll probably start an event. Yeah, you probably start an event, or you can join a session with others. But the easiest way is to start an event. It's kind of like you hosting a chat session. So now let me tell you the difference. Now the difference is this: when you're a host in a session with others, you can't make them a host in the session. Unless, I mean, you can make them co-host by doing that. If you're the host of this session, if your friends appear here, chances are you can make them host here. I've not tried it with session with others, but I've tried it with event, and that works. So now, why I say this, because only the hosts will be able to share slides and share materials. Those who are not the hosts won't be able to do it unless the admin or the host share, make the participants as host. So in this, what I meant is this: so when you press escape, you will come to this menu. If you're a host, only a host will be able to see all this. That means you can change locations as a host. You can access content. All right. You can also access interactive IFX. That means you can add objects into the environment. You can also add media. Now, media is where the part that you're probably going to use more often, is because this is the one that you have presentations and stuff like that. So the way to do it is load media, then you can share your desktop, like share screen, share your desktop, what you're showing, or you can share your Google slide. If Google slide is on your Chrome site, and just select website. And website is much easiest to do if you want to do slideshows. Google slide is the best. All right. So you can't share like PowerPoint or things like that, but best to put it in Google slide. Then you can share them very easily. Put them in a Google site, or just serve directly from the website itself. So you can, for example, if you type google.com, then submit. So once you submit that, then you see your you can see Google appears there. Now the host will be controlling everything from here. You don't have to put this away, so you continue to put that. Say, for example, if you close this, your participants will be looking at the presentation over here, and they can also look at the presentation on screen. Yeah, so everything is happening in real time. So back to this. So let's say if I wanted to go to YouTube, then you can actually interact with the website directly in your controller. It's not like you got to alternate tab and switch over to apps. You don't have to do that. So that's the great thing about this. Yeah. So that is one way. And if you wanted to just share videos or watch a movie or something, you can go directly to video here. Yeah. So you can also share desktop if you have other apps on, like if you're having Teams, even Teams chat or whatever, whichever that's happening on your desktop, you want to share it, go for it. Yeah. If you have a drawing, doing some drawing, doing a demonstration, you can share the desktop as well. So the host will be able to do all this sharing. Yeah. And there's a recording function. So this recording function, we'll talk about that later. There's forms and notes, etc. Now we can explore that later. So now basically the highlight I want to show you here is media, users. So in order for anyone to be able to share the media, we'll have to make you co-host, and you'll be able to also access the entire menu. So now let's leave this and I'll show you how to start an event. So the best way for a lecturer to get started is to create a session, like in Zoom or in Teams. You have a session, then you just share the ID and everybody just pops into it. So that's the best way to do it, is events. Yeah. So when you start to create event, you have, again, I showed you the live events, events, join session by ID. Now live events, you can create a live event, but let's not go there today. But today we're going to focus on creating an event. So in order to create an event, basically I'm hosting two events. One is my testing thing, and here they both can be scheduled at any time. But here I've already scheduled this Thursday 10 together with Dr. Sharon. Me and her, we are working on researching about co-presence, and we are doing that with students. So now, how do you create your own event and schedule it? First, press create. Under events, press create. So create new event. So have let's say a trial event. Oh, sorry, slippery fingers. Okay, demo event, and start date, let's say is today, 1 to 1:30. all right, or 1 to, let's say, scroll it down to 2 o'clock, an hour. Then you can put in image for that event, right? It could be a webinar for that matter. Yeah. So you can put short description, have an email, okay, if you like, then a bit more description of the event, and that's basically it. Max registrations is, well, for the trial version that we have they capped it at about 20 person, but a full enterprise version can go up to 50 or more. So for the version that I have, let's say I'm just going to cap it at 15, and so advanced settings. So group, select group. We already have a group, Taylor's Education Group. Okay, so group, what it means is, like, you see all these little information things, links here. Mouse over it, and you can see that. So select a group to associate this event with. User this group will see the rest of the event, whatever. So it'd be helpful if you have a group. Okay, even if you don't have a group, you can make it a public event. Okay. Let's see. Select group. Okay, so maybe here be unlisted. Yeah. So if you don't want to select a group, I'm not sure whether you can. Let's give it a try. No need RSVP. Then just press save. So once you've already saved it, but yeah, once you saved it already, so now you can select save and publish, and there you go. Yeah. So status schedule, hosted by me, November 8, 1 p.m. Demo event, and you already have a share link which you can use in the future event as well. So you can copy this to clipboard. Okay, now it says copy to clipboard. Then you can WhatsApp your participants even on that day. Yeah, or best to pass on that day rather than them attending this and no one is there. So up to you. All right. So no password, duration 1 hour. So this is it. Yeah. And then once you checked everything is correct, if it's wrong, you can go back to edit. Then just press start. So once you press start, it will, by default, it will take you to the hub space. So the hub space is a place like kind of like an exhibition area. Yes. Yeah. So you could, yeah, see add assets here, make an exhibition and things like that. So let's go back. Let's leave this. Now, if you have all the other participants here, it's up to the admin to be able to make them co-host. The moment they are made co-host, you'll be able to share. Then the co-host will be you'll be demoted to normal participant once you're not sharing. So that's one of the things that might happen. So yeah, let's now the other functions during this session, if you notice here, there's emotes, so you can raise a hand, you can clap, you can raise a hand here, right? You can't really see me doing it at this point because everything's in first person. You can also take a snapshot of what you're looking at, yeah, or flip a camera. Flip camera is supposed to see yourself, right? But you can't. So take a snapshot, then you can save picture, for example. There you go. So you can do things like that, yeah. Those are other things. Now there are other things here that you can explore. Try it yourself. Try to go to some of the free space. There are quite a number of free spaces you can explore, not to worry. There's also other content. There is current content from Oxford University. There's the giant chess thing, and yeah, there are a number of content others have created, yeah. Some are using VR headsets and some are not, so explore them and have a look, yeah. So that's it. So that's how easy it is. Now let's go back to this. Let's leave this session. Now I'm going to tell you how to create an avatar. Now to create an avatar is actually really simple, yeah. So now once you get to your main menu, like go back to the main menu, let's see. Now this is the main menu, right? Back to this. Now we have seen join session, start session, events, and there's content. Now this is a different time, okay. We will talk about more to content and create and edit. You already know content, actually. I just showed you something, but create and edit, this will need a different session in terms of creating content. So you actually can create your own content here. You can create presentations, immersive lessons and things like that. So you could, this one will need a very much separate session, so we'll do that later. So now avatar, now just go to my avatar in the main menu and you can see that's me. Yeah, that's me. So I look scary. So you can see that that's me. Now how do you put your real photo? Now if you don't want to use your real photo, now if you notice everything on your avatar page, you have the display name. So you got you know, you can write your name, if best that you put your actual name when you are joining a class session. Do not put nicknames because it'd be very hard to identify you. Now in terms of your face, it's up to you if you want to use your real face or by default. Then I actually chose this, that's why it became my default. By default you can actually, you know, choose, you know, let's say cancel this. So by default it can be anything that you want, right? So if you want your face switch this on, then you go to options, under options you press create. So when you press create, you can upload an image of your face. Now upload the image of your face, you have to make sure your face is clear, right? Clear background, and close enough to see your entire face, right? So then just like this example, right? So upload that image and then you will wrap your image around the mannequin and there you have it, yeah. So there you go. Now one interesting thing about this image is once you appear in the virtual environment, your mouth will start moving when you talk. It's very interesting. You will see your friends do that, but when you view the recording again, it'll be quite interesting to see everybody talking. So anyway, once you've done that, just press save and continue, yeah, then you're done with the avatar. Now you want to edit just your clothing and things like that, just select edit. Then you can edit your head, So you want to edit, give yourself a different kinds of hair if you like. There's not a lot. It's not as detailed as the Sims 4 or something. It's not meant to be that way, I guess. No, well, not yet. Then you've got hats, right? So you can add a hat if you want, yeah, and so on. Glasses or anything like that. Yeah, for me, well, I do wear glasses, so there you go. If you want to change your shirt, like in this case, I definitely want to change my shirt, make myself look like an academic or like an executive. Like, say if I were to look like an executive, there you go. Or just change something a little bit semi-casual, kind of like this. Yeah, and the color of the jacket could be a little bright, maybe, no, darker, maybe red. Yeah, there you go. So if you're happy with this, then you're done. What about trousers? Yeah, you can have it blue if you like, light blue if you like. Yeah, there are many colors to choose from, so choose the color that you like most. Then once you've done that, I'm happy with the shoes, or you can choose an entire outfit. Yeah, so once you're happy with this, so you can turn it around and see yourself. So once you're happy with this, then exit, save and continue. Okay, so once you've done that, so if you're happy with this, that's fine. But let's say if you want to create another avatar that looks slightly different from this, but you can also switch between avatars later, clone it. Yeah, so you can clone it, make copies of it, and you can have different outfits for that one. So save and continue, and you're done. So that's it. That's how you create your avatar with your real face or not. You can join sessions, start session, events. So I hope this is a bit clear for you. So install, get prepared, and then we can join in the session very easily. So I made this guide just for you for a quick start, for you to get into our session. So look out for our invitation very soon. You take care, and see you for future sessions of Engage. Bye bye there. Bye. Live long and prosper.